Hello, hello, hello. I'm just 5 minutes early. I will wait till all of you come on with me. Hello, everyone. I see people are starting to come in. We've had quite some time since we had our last webinar. I love connecting with you. So we'll just wait just a few more minutes so that, everybody can be with us and we can start. But in the meantime, I see people are rolling in. So, tell me who you are, where you're from, so we can, be interactive. We'll have time at the end for some questions if you want. So, I like having connections with all of you. So, be free, comment, tell me where you're from, give me some questions, maybe some problems. We'll be going over quite a lot of stuff today on how to have success with your practice. That's why we're all in business. We have to have success. And success, of course, is also the financials, but it's also, a personal success. It's a success on all levels. So we'll just wait just a few more minutes. Tell me where you're from. Tell me. Give me feedback. So just wait 3 more minutes. Let it go 8 on the dot and we'll start. I hope you're all well. Tell me where you're from. Nobody's talking to me. Well, we'll start just in 2 minutes. We'll start. Hello, Christina. Hello. Hello, Christina from Romania. Hello, Kirali Lila. What a beautiful name. From Hungary. Yeah, so we're going to go over a lot of things today. Just wait 2 more minutes. Hello, Fiona. Hello. Hello, Bella. Hello. I love connecting with all of you. In Hungary, I love Hungary. Are you from Budapest? The region, all of Hungary is beautiful. So it's 8 o'clock. Let's start. I'm sure more people will be coming in, but they can see also the video because it'll be uploaded on YouTube. Anyways, yes, Bella. So today we will be talking about creating your successful practice and how to create it. This is so important, and it's something that, a lot of people don't go through. We focus on training of the device, etc. But, it's not only having the device in your office. It's about creating a business and creating a very successful business for you, your family, and being able to offer, the best practice possible for your clients. Okay, but before I start, let me give you, some of you may know me already, but I want to give you a little bit of background on me. I was born and raised and educated in the United States. I've been living for the past couple of years in Greece. My parents are both Greek. They went to the United States for education, and they ended up staying there. So I am a quantum biomedicine professional. I started my career, though, as a financial controller with a bachelor's in accounting and finance and an MBA. So I have the basic background of business with an MBA and 20 years of experience in that field. But inspired by both my parents, my father is Professor Dr. Malvina Anninou, and his contribution to quantum biophysics and neuroscience. And my mother, Dr. Malvina Anninou, she's a psychologist with licenses as a clinical psychologist, school psychologist, and marriage and family counselor, and also a professor at the university. So I had the turn in my career, and I got licensed as a quantum biofeedback and bioresonance specialist and instructor and trainer. I have great success with my clientele, and I achieve increased health, wellness, and peak performance in all areas of their lives. I am successful. I'm very happy with my business and my office, and I keep on growing. It's always growing. It's never ending. Okay. So creating your success. Obviously, marketing is a 4-year program, bachelor degree, and obviously, there's continuing education and masters, etc., in marketing. We're only going to be covering 1 hour of marketing and how you can create your success. So, of course, I'm going to give you the peaks and the perks and the diamonds of what you need to get a success. But from there on, if you need more help, I'm here to help anybody. I'll be happy to help anybody, to mentor, etc. So if you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to help build theirs. That's interesting. So everything starts with a dream and an inspiration and putting into practice. Okay, so why did you choose to become a quantum biofeedback practitioner? There are so many reasons. I have heard many, many wonderful and inspiring stories why people have chosen this profession and getting into quantum biofeedback. Personally, yes, I was inspired by my parents, but what gave me that extra push to get into it was my family and my children. To have peak performance and peak health, because they did have issues, especially my daughter, and we got over it wonderfully with quantum biofeedback. And I feel so lucky and so blessed that I was born in the family that I was born in, and that I had this opportunity, and that now I have the opportunity these past few years to give this health and mindset to so many people that come into my office. But creating a new business and for it to be successful involves much more than just that inspiration. Initial questions that arise when you want to go into business is what type of company you should have, your logo, a possible liability plan, maybe official office area, type of clientele you're targeting, and how much you should charge. Well, you can't wait for everything that is to be just right. It'll never be perfect. Okay, there will always be challenges, obstacles, less than perfect conditions. So what? It's okay. If you get started now, and with each step you take, you will go stronger and stronger, and more skilled, more self-confident, and more successful. This was by Mark Victor Hansen. So true. We take baby steps, and at the end, we take leaps. Okay? We have to start somewhere, but we have to have a good basis. Okay, so my intention here today is that you will take the information I will be providing for you and to create freedom for yourself, your family, and those you serve for the good of all concerned. I want you to create a life you love. Okay, that is the important thing. And motivation is the key. Starting a business is a lot of work. Okay, if you are expecting people to start knocking down your door just because you've already, you have invested in a device, you will likely be disappointed. You need to put in necessary efforts to create a strong practice. Effectively, you must define what it is you want to create with your business. Only then you will see it grow. You have to have a vision. Before we get a clear who, what, when, where, and why of your business, let's explore first a few ground rules. Okay, integrity. This is very important, integrity. Integrity, what is integrity? Is so that people can have trust in you and you can build long-term relationships. That's how you build a good name in the market. Integrity is everything. You have nothing to offer people if your word isn't reliable. Trust is fundamental in a healing practice. And as a successful healer or business owner, the perception of you and your practice must be of total integrity. If you want to feel great about the work you do and also make a lasting difference for others, your word must be honorable. If you operate with this objective and mindset, you will have the abundance of cash flow in a well-designed business, the kind of wealth that you can feel good about at the end of the day. Working and living with integrity is a very rewarding lifestyle because defining business according to integrity is still not the standard and actually is not so common. Unfortunately, people do notice when you do have integrity. It gives you a competitive advantage, and when people do notice, they will want to do business with you. They will want to come to you, and they trust you. Trust and credibility is the utmost importance, while also being a person of character. A really good book to read on integrity is Integrity Advantage. It's by Adrian Gostick and Dana Telford. You can find it on Amazon. Download it. It's a really, really good book. Okay, it gives you what you need. So and that extra, so people can trust you and you can build that long-term relationship with each and every one person that comes into your office. Okay, one aspect of integrity is being on time and punctual. This is a very, very valuable trait in all areas of your life. Okay, first of all, you know that being on time and being punctual reduces stress. Having integrity reduces stress because if people trust you and you trust yourself, it's all, a cycle here. Okay, and everybody has their own agendas, busy lives, and even 10 minutes can mean throwing someone else off their game that day. So we do not have the right to do that. We should never put another person in the position to have to wait for you because it's giving them the message that your time is more important than theirs. It's not fair. The same goes for long sessions. Okay, that's when you see a lot of newcomers into the field of practicing biofeedback. They tend to have very long sessions and you'll lose them at first point. If you have long sessions, they may seem, happy leaving, but when they go home, they say, I don't have the time to have 5 hours, spending on just therapy, and they will not come back. Trust me. So, when it may seem you're doing a client a great service, do not assume they always perceive it that way. If you tell them they have 1 or 2 hour session, honor your time and theirs and make it as promised. How you do anything is how you do everything. Okay, this is your reliability, and time picks your reliability. This is very profound. Take a moment and reflect on it, because understanding its deeper meaning is a major breakthrough in your life. How you do anything is how you do everything. Everything you do should be the best that you can do at that moment. Okay? Be on time. Your clients will expect it and appreciate it. Okay. Making money. Many people consciously or subconsciously believe that it may be wrong to make money while helping others. That maybe it may be wrong to make a profit while trying to help others. Many people don't know what to charge for their services, and they don't feel right about taking money for people that they are helping, as if it's mutually exclusive. Okay, you have to read this book. It's the book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Okay, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth by T. Harv Eker. It's a really good book. Again, you can find it on Amazon and download it. It's one of the things that the author talks about is how you can help. How can you help anyone if you're broke? How many lives can you impact if you're only getting by? And how many lives you can be of service to if you have that extra X amount available to you? Through money, you can help people. And it also talks about deservability, that you deserve. Okay. He also talks about not only that we have the ability to create wealth, but we have the responsibility to do so that we can go out and be there and change the world and change what is needed to be changed, because only with money you can do it. So money does not change you. It enhances you. That is what you have to know. If you are a giver, you will give more. If you're a taker, you will take more. So rest comfortably in the knowledge that you are now and will forever be a positive force on the planet, and that whatever money comes your way, you deserve it, and that the world will be a better place because you now have the power to affect more change. The world needs you, so step up and don't be afraid of creating wealth. Very important. Okay, and remember, you're offering a service, your time, an area that you have invested in, a professional environment, cleanliness, comfort, warmth, so that your client can enjoy and take in the therapy you are offering them. This investment must be paid for, and you deserve it. Building your business, what it entails. First of all, your business name. Your business name represents your identity, your mission, what you offer. It should give people a hint of what you're offering. Try to come up with many names as possible. Get creative. These names need to inspire and motivate your market to want to form a relationship with you and your business. While you can't have the exact name as another business, it may be close though. Okay, so you have to see if you can legally call yourself by that name. Your domain name. Ideally, it should be the same as your business name. It should coincide with your domain name. So search all available possibilities on the net. Your website, it's very, very important. It's your ID. It's very important to have your website. It's basic, okay? Because anyone you see, if you talk to anybody, the first thing they'll say, do you have a website that I can read about you? Okay, it's your ID. It's accountability that you need your website. Very important. Entity structure. This you have to contact your accountant or perhaps a lawyer, okay, and get the best possible structure according to your local law and tax structure. There are different entities, and depending on the tax, advantages that you can have, you should talk to your accountant and your lawyer. All areas have different, advantages and laws. The next thing that you have to look into for your business structure is your business license or certification. Now, there are some countries that are regulated for biofeedback, so the law specifies exactly what you need to have to practice biofeedback. Some countries are still not regulated, okay? And those countries that are not regulated, we should have as many certifications and continuing education hours as possible, so that when it does become regulated, you will be able to show what you have done and possibly be grandfathered in. This is very important. So, it's not enough just to do free webinars and just your basic navigation courses. You should get certifications. We offer technical technician certifications, specialist certifications, private mentoring, all these. You get certifications that you have done continuing education. This is very important. And whatever you do, this also builds integrity for your clientele, what you have done and who you are. Banking. This also is a part of your business structure. You have to have, a business bank account, possibly a POS to accept debit or credit card payment. You have to have these things available in your office. This also shows seriousness of your business. Okay, an office who does not have these ways of payment doesn't show the seriousness. I mean, it's basic for a client to see the seriousness of your business. Another very good thing to have is a good accountant or CPA. It's very important to have your accounting and taxes intact. A good accountant at the end of the day will save you money. I know a lot of people who do their accounting by themselves. Okay, you save on that monthly fee, but at the end, it may be more expensive because, a good accountant knows tax advantages and creates a good business accountability for you. It's very, very important, having their expertise. Okay, let's go on. Deciding on your premises, very important. You can rent office space, you can use home space, you can do house calls. Cost is a major factor for this, and there are many, many hidden expenses to be taken into consideration. For new practitioners, home office is always a good option, okay? But you have to make sure that having your office at home, you have to be very professional, okay? You can't have your kids running around. You can't have the house messy. It has to be intact, neat, cleanliness, fresh, always. Very, very important. Renting office space is really good, but you have to consider also the expenses, the rents that go up every year, possibly, also the shared expenses, all those things. You have to take this into consideration. Of course, office space is always the most professional, but it means that every month you have more expenses. Okay, so you have to kind of balance and see what is best for you. Personally, in the past, I was renting office space, but I ended up preferring home office because of my children when they were growing up. It was too many hours away from home. So I decided to have a home office. It's on a different floor. So it's separate. I have it as professional as possible. Okay. And, it best suited me. Okay. I also, for years, I did house calls too. I was very organized with house calls. Doing house calls, you have to make sure that you are on time. Remember, punctuality. You don't ring the doorbell 10 minutes early or 15 minutes early. You ring it at the time of your appointment. And you're there and you leave within the 2 hours. You don't overstay your stay. You're focused with your client. I was very organized when I was going to the house calls. I have a table, that folds, those plastic tables, and I have it in a nice bag, very professional, with my device. So I would go in. The only thing I would ask for is a chair. I would have my own water, and that way, I'm not a burden on anybody to, set me up. Okay, I was there. I set myself up, because going to house calls, you never know, if they have a table, where you're going to be sitting, if you're going to be on a table, on a little coffee table, bending over for 2 hours. It was very nice. I was very, I'm just giving you ideas and looking professional. And another thing with going to house calls is what I would do is I would designate one day a week that I have house calls. That way I don't interrupt my days at my office. Like, let's say every Thursday, house calls from morning to night, because it's also, it's time. You can't do a lot of house calls because it's also the time going the traffic, etc. Okay, so, around that. Business plan. This is very basic. Your business plan. You have to do a business plan. Let me give you a highlight. What it is you need to do for a business plan. Your business plan outlines the key factors that will determine your success. While you may not see the need for a written plan now, that doesn't mean there won't be one. So try not to convince yourself it's okay to skip this step. It's not. A coherent written plan, a complete basic structure, so that if you ever want to go to a bank and ask for a loan, apply for government subsidy, make a business deal with a partner, or go into the cooperation with someone to open up a bigger clinic, let's say, you will have to have this ready. So if you have it ready and make just a few minor changes depending on what you need it for example. The importance of a business plan and financial projections. It's like starting a business without a plan is like setting out on a journey without knowing where you're going, what your destination is. It puts your ideas and your vision on paper, and it's so important because it's totally different putting it on paper and having it in your mind. Totally different. Okay? The business plan, it's a written document that describes all the steps necessary for opening and operating a successful business. A business plan will describe your ideas to investors. It serves as a guide for you as you start your business. It guides you. It lets you know where you're going. It makes you more focused. Okay? What does a business plan have? First of all, it has a cover page where it's your name of business, and a date. An executive summary, which is a high-level summary of what it is you want to do and why you believe you will be successful. It has a product or service description, what you're offering to your clientele. Market analysis and marketing sales plan. Okay, this is a discussion on industry, target market, competition. Also includes trends, demographics, psychographics, it focuses on who you want to serve. Operations and management plans. This includes all the day-to-day stuff, inventory, customer services, policies, necessary equipment, who will run with aspects of the business, what systems you will have in place. Financial plan. What are your projections for the revenue? What will be the break-even or cash flow once you pay back your loan each month? Okay. Funding request, how much you're asking for, and will you allocate the funds? Show a 5-year plan. A business plan should be a 5-year plan. And then finally, the appendix, which is any supporting documents, tables, and graphs. There are companies that can help you with your business plan. Okay, there are people or companies Yeah, but it's a good idea to start writing what your thoughts are and start creating that business plan. It's a good idea even to have it in your office. You never know, even your clientele like to, it gives that professionalism to you, towards you. Of course, you won't have your cash flow for your clientele to see, but you can have the rest of it, the executive summary, what you do, where you plan to go, your ideas. Very important. So after going through the basic structural elements of your basic business plan, you have to see how you will optimize it. The first requirement of your plan is actually to have a plan. What you want to accomplish and how you are going to accomplish it. You have to spend time thinking about where you want this business to take you and identify the key factors that will process your success. Do you want to build a clinic? Do you want to build like an inn? Or do you want to, where do you want to focus on? How do you want to go? Many people in businesses do not get to where they want to be, is that they don't know where that there is. It is not enough to strive for an arbitrary sense of success. I just want to be successful. How? Success is different for every person. So goals must be specific and measurable. Make a cash flow and make a forecast. This will help you create financial freedom. Okay. Financial freedom is simple. It's very basic. It's the ability to live the lifestyle you desire without having to work or rely on anyone else for money. Okay, we have to create an ongoing referral program, possibly a joint venture, affiliate relationships, any other avenues to produce income that will lead us to financial freedom. Okay, so we're not dependent on our continual labor. Okay, we need to get the business working for us. What happens when you're on vacation or unable to come in because you're sick? You can't work. Okay, and that is an issue. That is an issue for everybody to think about. Okay, a true business owner isn't working for the business. The business is working for them. Of course, to come to this point, it's not for the beginner. You must plan ahead. That's why we need the business plan. We need our plan of action. In the first 1 to 3 years, you're focusing on a one-to-one client-based clientele, building your integrity in the market, learning to properly use the device. Since, as you know, it's not just a matter of pushing buttons, okay? You have to become a specialist, an expert, and it takes time and certifications. Studying, reading, experience, mentoring, all this takes time. So it's what I said before, is that, you start and you're taking baby steps and you're growing. And when you're at that right time, 1 to 3 years, that is when you can start your business to work for you. When you start building your business, your clinic, implementing your business plan, your dream plan, focusing on doing good for people as a whole while also making money for your business. This is your goal. The more devices you have, the more you will be able to do this for you. You have to make a plan, setting up a certain activities automated so that your business can earn income while you're not present. Okay, that's why at some point it's very important to have 2, 3, 4, 5 devices. The more devices you have, the more they can work for you, even when you're not there. Okay. Professionalism. Let's talk about this a little bit. How you do your first session. Your first session is the most important session. Okay. When a person calls you, how you book that appointment. First of all, when they call you to book that appointment, always ask them where they were referred to you by. That shows that, again, you have integrity, that people talk about you. And you know that people talk about you. Okay. When your clients come in to your office, welcome them, create that rapport. Listen to what they are seeing you about. have them fill in client forms. You have your client intake form and your consent form. And you get further information on their complaints. First of all, the frequency. How often does their complaint occur? When was the onset of their complaint? The location. Where on their body is their issue? Where are they feeling the pain or discomfort? Duration. How long does each episode last? Aggravation. What makes it worse? Relief, what makes it better? Severity, has it been getting worse or overall better? Okay, this is all information that you have to get within the first 15 to 20 minutes. So if you have a client coming in for 2 hours, first 15 to 20 minutes is this. It's all the information you need for your SOC as well. Okay, so you're ready for your SOC. Remember, don't kind of try to make them focus. Don't let them go on about their life story. You need to be focused, not more than 15 to 20 minutes. You're ready at this point to begin your session. And remember, keep your schedule on time. You have an hour and a half for your session at this point. Okay, you've had 20 minutes for them to build rapport and get their client information. Okay, and then the last 10 minutes is booking your appointment and rescheduling and wrapping it up. It's important to schedule their next appointment at that point. Remind them, again, 1 or 2 days before their appointment, give them a call, send them a message, and remind them. This is how a professional creates their, clientele. This is very important, okay? Payment method then. As I said before, you have to have different payment options available for them, either paying through the bank as a deposit or a POS for a credit card or debit card, or they can pay to you by PayPal. If they go into PayPal, send money. It's a very simple process. Be confident, have comfort of being paid. Know that your client will be happy to pay if you have given them the value for what they're paying for. The next thing that's very important is the client walkaway items. People love leaving with something. Okay, so you can give them samples of items, you can give them gifts, you can give them handout, reading items, their bottle of water, you can, if they have any precious stones, you can have them bring their stones and, load them with really nice frequencies, different things. People like to leave with their gifts, okay? And remember, client follow-up, good, thorough communications with your client before, during, and after. Relationships create the thriving practice. So you need to create a good relationship with your client. This is the integrity, long-term relationships, and trust. Okay. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. So it's very important creating yourself. Sell yourself. Would you go to yourself? Make sure you are the person that you would go to. Would you go to your office? Would you go to a home office the way your home is? Make sure you see it in that perspective. So in this business, you are the business. Remember, the product you are selling is first and foremost you and yourself. People will see the possibility of health and healing with you based on their impression of you. So because of the importance of perception, offering healing to others should be seen as a responsibility to yourself as well. Do you do everything that you preach? Okay. People ask me, well, what do you do? What do you use? Begin the practice you teach so you can move further and further into alignment with total health. And over time, people only have to look at you and know that what you're offering is legitimate, and therefore be more willing to honor your recommendations. Okay. Applications of quantum biofeedback is vast. My advice is to pick 2 or 3 areas that really appeal to you and will entice the population you want to work with, and focus on these chosen areas in your marketing. For instance, your your Facebook page or your website, etc. You can't do everything. You can't sell everything. Of course, when the person comes in and you start talking, of course, you can do a lot of things. But the thing is that what you're marketing should be focused and a target market. Find what makes you special, depending on your background, to distinguish you in the marketplace. Okay? Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. You have to look happy. You have to love your job. If you love what you're doing, you will be successful. So you have to show that you love what you're doing. Very important. You can't be tired, So that's why it's also important that you don't wear yourself down. You also have to take care of yourself. Okay? There are several types of marketing tools. Okay, older ways of marketing: the newspaper, magazine, ads, radios, TVs, billboards, direct mail, website, phone book, telemarketing. Okay, these all cost a lot. Okay, you can do them. You can do a few of them to have, let's say, a library of, ads that you have done, show that you are accountable for. These are important and building throughout the years, slowly by slowly, but they are expensive ways. E-marketing is easier and more effective nowadays. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all these types of things. Being there and reminding every day, sending, different things, they're very easy, and there are a lot of people who could do this for you too. E-marketing, marketing they are tools, and they're very important tools, and it does create the accountability, like I say here. But I'm telling you, the best marketing is the word of mouth. Your success stories. If your success story is getting a person in your office and making them better from their complaints as quickly as possible. Not to be coming in and creating long standing. Of course, if it's a chronic issue, they may need a year or two to get better. But every day, and you explain them and you show them that every day they are better. You have other people that within 1 or 2 therapies, they're great and they're flying. These are all success stories. Create your success stories. Your success stories will bring you 2 clients, and then another 2 clients, and then you'll be booming. That is your success. Revenue. We have to build our revenue. Different ways in building revenue: direct sales. Okay. Website affiliates. You can have on your website, different other practitioners in other fields, and one person refers to you. So you have referral systems, joint ventures, direct mail, advertising, developing a backend. This is additional products and services that you can, have with your biofeedback. Training, trade shows, loyalty programs, device sales. Device sales is also a very good area. If you have your representative in your area, you can team up with them so that, you create sales with your representative, with your local representative. Talk with the company about this. So, show people the value of the service you are offering them. Okay, health is your wealth. This is what your clients should know. If they're not healthy, they can't work. So it costs more for them to be sick than be healthy. So, if they start complaining about, paying and all sorts of stuff, well, it's much more expensive. When they feel better and they start working, they'll be very grateful to you. They'll be very grateful to you. And, you just have to show them the way. I hope you enjoyed my success tidbits and diamonds that I had to offer you. Do you have any questions? I tried to cover everything briefly. I know it was intense and I covered a lot of things, but I really hope I was of help. I would love to receive comments from you, questions, and I'll be happy to help you in any way I can. Soon we'll be having more webinars. We'll let you know. Thank you, Fiona. I hope you enjoyed. I hope all of you enjoyed our session today, our webinar. Thank you, Erica. I thank you too. I thank everyone for being with us. Have a beautiful night. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you. Great having you too.